Welcome back to the session. This is K. Balakrishna. Presently, we are discussing about the subject advertising. In the advertisement, we will be discussing about the subtopic that is aspects of advertising. In the aspects of advertising, we will discuss about three aspects: social aspects of advertising, economic aspects of advertising, and ethical aspects of advertising. In social aspects of advertising, we'll see what is the advertisement role in doing welfare for the society. In ethical aspect, we check whether the advertisement is ethical or not, and we state a guidelines why the advertisement should be ethical, and why the advertisement must be social concern, and why the advertisement must reduce the expenses of the company. First is social aspects of advertising. Social aspects in the sense, these are not run for profit. These are not run to increase the sales. These are run as a concern of the advertiser towards the society. For example, stop smoking advertisements, stop drinking, anti-addiction advertisements, family planning advertisements, advertisement regarding to the physical fitness, advertisement regarding the elimination of abuse of women, advertisement regarding the prohibition of drinking and smoking. All these advertisements do not increase or decrease or impact the sales. These are done in order to welfare of the society, for the benefit of the society, for the people living in the society. What these advertisements will do? They provide the information regarding specific tasks, and they educate the customers regarding social awareness programs conducted so that the advertisement is successful. What are the positive social effects of advertising? First and foremost, there is a classmate ad showing the Shiksha program. It does not promote ask the customers to buy the product, but it promotes a social awakening program. That is, it donates the funds for the children education. Though it is commercial, little bit commercial, it motivates the others to be showing certain concern towards the society. Second one is material utilities. Material utilities in the sense, sometimes what happens is, because of the advertising, cost of production will be increased. Cost of production will be decreased when compared to the expenses they spend, but they get a huge amount of sale. Before advertisement, 10 products used to be sold out, but after advertisement, 100 products used to be sold out. So the cost of production to produce 100 units will be low per unit. Advertisement will reduce the cost of production, and it also helps to increase the large scale of production. It's consumption. It educates the people to purchase the product. For example, vaccination is being seen. It educates the people in the society to go for vaccination. Next one is socio-economic welfare. Means it identifies the social and needs of the people and try to resolve them. For example, woman power, woman empowerment, child abuse, all these are social evils which need to be removed. Negative aspects of social advertising. First is called as deceptive advertising. For example, there are certain products like Maggi noodles which contains certain amount of ash content, but this is concealed in the advertisement. But when the advertisement was clearly noticed, it came to know that it has cheated the customers by saying that, some are of opinion, not all, but some are of opinion that it has cheated the manufacturers by saying that, by concealing this part. In truth, to say that Maggi noodles contains ash contents. Not only in Maggi noodles, all noodles contains the ash content. But the competitors was successful in generating this belief that the Maggi noodles has created little health hazards to the people. In fact, to speak that all the foodstuffs that are available have their own demerits. But these are, some of them are not known to the customer and some of them are known to the customers. It is the competitor's idea to install these things and make the downfall of Maggi noodles. Since there are also certain harmful effects. Don't drink, we say. So the bad habit, some other people may clearly say that drinking becomes a fashion through through their observations in the television. It confuses the people. For example, in some advertisements, it clearly says that not to use the product. But in the other way, it motivates the people to use them. Sometimes the customers will be in a dilemma whether to use the product or stop using the product. Forcible selling. For example, selling of an insurance product. Is it a forcible selling or not? Yes, because it forces the customers in such a way that if you do not purchase an insurance policy, your family will be on the roads. This is what an insurance agent says to the people. By this, he was able to turn the attention towards the insurance policies. Message problems. The same message to be communicated may have large number of alternative meanings to be conveyed. Moral influence. There is a moral degradation in the advertisements. There is no ethics in most of the advertisements which are released nowadays. Their purpose is only to earn the profits and to commercialize the issue. The second one is, what are the economic aspects of advertising? How is advertising helps to improve the economic position of a consumer, economic position of the country, economic position of the society. First and the foremost is it increases the value to the products. If the advertisements start continuously lingering in the brains, automatically the customer feels that that particular product is having certain worth or value associated with it. It creates a positive image in the minds of the customers. It convinces them to purchase the product. Next, advertisement educates the consumers regarding only the positive points. So we can say that advertisement is a biased one. It focuses on only the positive points. What are the positive economic aspects of advertisement? First one, it brings down the production cost. Before the advertisement, 10 crore of products used to be sold out. But after the advertisement, 100 crore of products will be sold out. It means that the number of want, that is demand, increases by 10 folds. So the producer will produce in huge quantities. As the producer produces in huge quantities, what will happen? The cost per unit will come down drastically. Yes, the distribution costs also will be lower. For transporting the goods or for transporting the raw material, huge amount of goods are produced at a time. So dumping of goods into the markets is also an easy task. Next, effect on price. Price conscious consumer. Nowadays, all are running on price. Since the cost of production per unit has been decreased, prices will come down. And thus there will be, it helps to reduce the prices. Next, effect on demand. It helps to create a primary demand. As the exposure is increased, demand for the product is increased. As the demand for the product increases, the product is produced and sold out. Its competition also will be increasing. If there are a large number of producers, people come to know about large number of producers, large number of alternatives, and thus they purchase the product. Its effect on consumer choices. People come to know about large number of consumer choices, and thus number of brand alternatives available and number of brand knowledge that the consumer has will be increasing drastically. Effect on business cycles. The presence of advertisement helps to face the recession part. Even in the recession part, they convince the customers to purchase by offering discounts, by offering rebates, concessions, and other things. National income increases because of advertising. The marketability increases because of marketability. Taxes, exports and imports increases. Because of increase in the exports and imports, what will happen? There will be a growth in the national income of the country. This creation of utility. Advertisement creates large number of important elements. For example, the same product can multiple benefits can be focused through the advertisement and sold out. It creates employment, both direct as well as indirect employment. It directly employs the people like creators, ad creators, like animators. It also creates employment directly to the designers. It also creates employment through the layout designers, next copywriters, content writers, dramatists, illustrators, etc. and etc. And indirectly, it creates employment to large number of retailers, wholesalers, agents, brokers, and other people who are involved in the sales process, because sales is stimulated through the advertisement. Next, what happens to the product quality? Since advertisement is found, they always try to increase the competition present. Next one is ethical aspects of advertising. What do you mean by ethics? Ethics are called as moral principles to be followed. Can we be successful in the business if we follow 100% ethically? May or may not be. But can we survive in the business for a long period of time if we are ethical? Yes, we can. The manufacturer can survive in the market for a long period of time if he is ethical. So ethics is most important factor to drive any industry, even in the advertising industry also. Effect of culture. In the past, what happens is Indian products are consumed by the Indian nations. That's all. No foreign products have occurred. But because of the globalization, what happened is foreign cultures are slowly induced into the minds of the customers. Though it is a westernization is welcome, yet the food habits, the costume styles, positionings, and languages all will be affected because of westernization. There is not even a single advertisement which does not humiliate the woman, which does not humiliate the aged person. Every advertisement points the ailment of woman. Every advertisement points the ailment of aged woman, either directly or indirectly. But there are advertisements which considers the ethics. There are advertisements which creates the relationship, bondage, emotionality that exists in India. Advertisements attract the children. If a child is convinced, he forces his parents to buy the product. He forces family to go and purchase the product, irrespective of quality, irrespective of price, irrespective of availability. If the child is attracted and the product is not available, what will happen? The child will sit down and dangle his feet. So the only alternative left for the parent is to buy the product, even though it is harmful, even though it is not health conscious. Moral degradation. The moral value system has been, sorry to say that, the moral value system has been completely devastated because of the commercial nature of some of the advertisers running nowadays. They ask us in the televisions and films, the smoking is said to be the fashion, drinking is said to be the fashion, woman assaults are said to be the fashion. Thus, because of those advertisements, it creates the degradation in the minds of the people, in the value system of the people. Feeling of insecurity. What does the insurance agent say? He says simply, if you do not purchase, your family will be on the road. All the insurance policies say the same thing. If you want your family to be in the home after your death, purchase the policy. Is this a correct way of addressing the people? Is it a correct way of selling the people? No. Next, backdoor popularity. Most of the prohibited products are advertised. They simply advertise the bagpiper club soda. You find advertisements in the glass. It advertises only the club soda. But indirectly, we can clearly say that it advertises, instead of advertising the club soda, by advertising the club soda, it indirectly promotes its alcoholic brands. Bait advertising. Bait advertising in the sense, advertiser, what's the bait? What do you mean by a bait? A bait is used to catch the fish. Similarly, a customer is given a discount to attract them. Nuisance of outdoor advertising. When the political canvassing is done, the rules are to the ground, and the canvassers does not focus on health issues of people, and they just screamed out even during the hospital, nearer to the hospitals and schools also. In this way, we can clearly say that advertising is sometimes beneficial to the society, sometimes it harms. Advertising is sometimes ethical, sometimes unethical. Advertising is sometimes economical and sometimes consuming resources. So we clearly say that advertisement should be ethical, socially acceptable, as well as economical. Thank you.